He's Snes Man. The bit 16 you've ever seen a review like this. Weird old games you cannot tame, these things you don't miss. Snes Man is the champion, he is 16-bit. Snes Man is the champion, he is 16-bit.
Super Double Dragon, a classic beat-em-up for Super Nintendo. There were a lot of fighting games out there at this time, but this one stood out in a few ways. Alright, let's get down to gaming. First things first, you'll never be left alone in this game. From day one, you get hit by all these guys. Luckily, the game gives you lots of features to beat them up. Some games, like the original Turtles games and Final Fight, don't really give you that many fighting options. But here you can punch, kick, and block, which allows you to grab them and do combos, and throw them. And you get the standard jump kick attack. You have a special meter on the side of the screen that fills up when you press L or R. The higher the bar is, the better moves you can perform. And it takes its merry time filling up, I'll tell you. Oh, they're coming out with a new Turtles game. I wonder how much more they can butcher it. I'll just do a move now. When the bar's full, you can do knockdown punch that knocks them down every time. The problem is it's not that great, because it only knocks them down. You could actually probably kill them quicker otherwise. The next down is a spin kick, which is pretty useful. Look familiar to Street Fighter, anyone? But the useful ones are the enhanced kick and the enhanced punch. The reason is because all you have to do is press R or L, then a kick or punch.
No charging.
The first level's pretty standard. Go through, fight some cronies, and one of those elevator scenes. Yes, moderately exciting. What's this? I've got competition. Come here, I dare you. The boss of the first level is a businessman in a suit. Stick it to the man. Yes, he and his sidekick are moderately irritating and powerful, but you can take them down with some strength. Now you're at an airport and you got to get to the plane. The enemies in this game are very different than most enemies. The reason why is because they always attack you, they gang up like real gang members, and they're not very easy to kill. Literally every enemy needs to be knocked down like at least 3 or 4 times to be killed. This level's pretty standard too, and you get to the plane, and you face some brawlers. Now you gotta fight this big old thug, who isn't much harder than the businessman. Then level 3, a personal favorite of mine. Now you're in this Asian city and things get mixed up a little bit, and you get lots of weapons, like the nunchuck. The nunchuck makes mincemeat of your foes. Now you get some environmental bonuses, like this punching bag. Then you fight this kung fu master who's really hard and can flip your kicks. Then you have to fight another kung fu master with 2 swordsmen with him. This game does not play fair. Then you escape on a truck to freedom. The levels keep on being impressive after this. There's even a forest level, where you fight all these villains on a bridge. Now an enemy that would have been like a boss in the second level is just an enemy. But how do the Double Dragons beat all those enemies besides using their dragon powers? With weapons! If only you got those kind of weapons in the game. You do get a fair few though. The excellent nunchucks, the decent and sometimes amusing boomerang. Using it almost always hurts you. The small thrown bomb. Let's see that at close up. Yeah, you're not the only disappointed one. And the knife, deadly to others and takes lots of HP to you. And, dare I mention it, the bow staff, the worst weapon in the game. For a giant stick, it has no range, and it's awful. Another problem about it is that it's so plentiful, and you accidentally pick it up, because every time you punch, you pick it up. Plus, he just swings at short range. Do you have any idea what using a bow staff like that in real life would look like? The game has good variety, contrary to most games of its genre. Sometimes you'll hit a punching bag at a ninja. Sometimes you'll fight a demented fat clown who will fly at you dramatically. Wait for it. The game's levels are long, but there aren't that many of them, and soon you'll reach the last level. You'll know you're there when you see weird demented statues in the background and weird fancy carpet. When you reach the end boss Duke, you're really not that impressed. He's only moderately strong, he just takes tons of blows to kill. He does have a wicked spin kick though. Owned. But after a lot of hits, it's your turn to own. and he falls over in slow-mo in the game. Yes, it's a little cheesy. Alright, I've been through so much to get here. I've fought storms of enemies that take 4 knockdowns to even kill. I fought bosses and clowns and ninjas and kung fu guys, and now I'm ready to see some nice ending credits and a nice story. Here goes. After Duke and the Shadow Warriors were eliminated from the town, Billy and Jimmy have not been seen, but their heroics will live on forever as the legend of the Double Dragons. Hello? Is this the local asylum? Yes. I'd like to sign in. After several years of dealing with the trauma through therapy, I came back to finish this review.
Things to make it better.
Quicker game speed to get rid of these enemies quicker, and a little easier enemies so you don't have such a hard time. Some more inventiveness once in a while. These early levels are boring. I'm not really excited by elevators. If you can't fix the bow staff, remove it. Speed up the dragon bar and give you some better abilities to use with it. Update the enemy and player graphics. They look a little dull. And please, a better ending. I don't want to have to go back to the asylum. But still, the game is quite a bit of fun. You can use some new moves that are fun once in a while. Good weapons and fighting depth, the music, some nice backgrounds, and a good challenge. The standard 2-player mode is pretty fun also. The game is close to very good but misses. A 7 out of 10. Okay, here's something I always wanted to try from the game. A spin kick, Street Fighter / Double Dragon style. Okay, ready? Now I see why the Double Dragons do it.